What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so Majority Taylor Greene had a press conference, and there was a bunch of paid protesters that showed up, and people got tased, people got thrown out, and it just shows you that these people attack police and then expect not to anything to happen. And it's just funny. Let's listen to CNN react to this.
Meanwhile, in Georgia, a town hall hosted by Republican.
Look at this. Straight up trying to, I don't even know what he's trying to do. Like, just straight up attacking police.
Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene turned violent after an altercation between a police officer and an attendee. Here's what CNN's crew saw.
Damn. Taste.
So what you're watching there is CNN crews witnessing police use a stun gun on at least two men after they refused to leave the event. So both men and another woman were arrested. Police say that officers used force that was, quote, necessary to gain compliance and control the situation. At least 11 more town halls are set to happen across the country tonight. Reed Binion now has more details on what lawmakers hope to accomplish on Tuesday.
Tempers flared as Washington lawmakers faced constituents at town halls on Tuesday. Republican Congresswoman Marjorie
Didn't do nothing, though. Didn't do nothing.
Taylor Greene was interrupted several times by
protesters
at a town hall in Georgia, with police forcibly removing people from the event,
arresting
3 individuals and using stun guns in 2 instances. Greene dismissed the interruptions and moved on.
Thank you to our...
Why don't you just leave? Like, why are you going to stay there and wait till you get tased? I don't get this. Just like, bro, how much are they paying? They couldn't possibly have paid you enough to get tased like 2-3 times. I mean, it's just embarrassing. I wouldn't want people to see me getting kicked out like that. Like, that's, I don't know, whatever.
Police officers.
She displayed some critical constituent questions about the Trump administration on a projector, reading them out loud, and responding in at least one case by pushing back.
Unfortunately, you're being brainwashed by the news that you're watching. A lot of Democrats pride themselves on being educated, and I suggest they educate themselves better.
Democrats also faced pressure from constituents Tuesday, listening to criticism that they're not fighting hard enough to combat Trump and Republicans.
I hear the criticism that we're not doing enough. I'm never going to lie to somebody as a politician. I can't do things in the minority that I think people wish I could do. So I'm doing what I can do.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
They're not Trump deranged enough. In other words, they want him to be more deranged. They want more Trump derangement.
Town hall's gone wild, complete with scrums and stun guns.
Bro, we got tased like 3 times. Idiot.
That was the scene at an event for Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene in suburban Atlanta. Police arrested 3 people. They did use stun guns on 2 of them. Now, Greene did not take questions face-to-face. Instead, questions had to be submitted in writing, and she mocked anything that was critical. Protesters erupted her several times.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're all inside the interior of the United States.
How about the KKK?
All inside the interior of the United States.
You hear this chick? The KKK. What? Does she even know that Joe Biden was giving a eulogy at the Grand Wizard or a warlock of the KKK? Does she even know that? No, of course she doesn't know that. But she's got no evidence of anybody being involved in the KKK, but she's just going to call them that, call Republicans that.
You can head out. The protest is outside. Thank you very much. Protest is outside.
You butch body bigot! You butch body bigot!
Protest.
She said, "You butch body bigot." Bro, these people are insane, dude. Just completely insane.
Outside. Bye.
Embarrassing, dude. Embarrassing.
All right, let's get ready to see. And it's Eva McKen who's been covering these town halls across the country. Eva.
John, it was true to form for the far-right ally of President Trump as she sparred with her own...
Far right. You hear that? Far right. She's far right because she wants closed borders, lower taxes. Like, you're far right now if you want safer streets, closed borders, and you want to deport illegals.
Constituents. She pushed back
Look at
on
these
tough
losers.
questions, accused Georgians of being brainwashed. Now, it was clear Green relished this. Republican leadership
No, she told one person that had that question that.
advised against holding these types of town halls to avoid these episodes. But what we saw last night was Green very much looking for a fight. Listen to how she responded to a constituent concern about cuts to the federal government.
Doge gutting our government with a chainsaw approach and the utter destruction and ignoring of our Constitution and rule of law. He is not well physically or mentally. Poor Christina. Poor Christina. Well, I'm sure, Christina, you think that you're pretty smart. But the reality is you are being completely brainwashed by whatever source of news you listen to.
So you could see.
So they cut it off, and what she was about to address is that Elon doesn't control anything. He can't literally. All he can is make suggestions to Marco Rubio, who makes the final call on what to cut and what not to cut. He literally has no power besides making a suggestion. And these people are going absolutely. Who's telling these people? Like, they think Elon Musk is literally in like all these departments and he's making all the decisions. All they're doing is going through the data, figuring out what's waste, and then recommending to Marco Rubio what to cut. And then he decides whether or not to cut it. They haven't cut 100%. It's like I think they said 70% they've gone with what Elon said, and the other 30 they haven't. So it's not even like they're not doing every single thing he says. These people are so insane.
Congresswoman reading there because
Just dumb.
she decided
Just
to do it
stupid.
that way and not actually answer questions in real time. Now, in at least 2 instances, our crew on the ground witnessed officers using stun guns after scrums with male attendees as they tried to remove them from the building. Meanwhile, a town hall with Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley also got testy yesterday. His constituents thanked him for being there and not hiding from them, but they...
Who cares about this lame? It's just a bunch of other paid protesters. People in Trump hats saying, "Oh, are you going to bring that illegal alien wife beater back? The MS-13 gang member?" Like, are you kidding me? They're not Trump supporters. So you guys want to see another view of the guy getting tased? It's pretty cool. And the other boomer, fucking white soy-infused boomer.
Woman Marjorie Taylor Greene's town hall started. Protesters lined the streets.
She is for chaos. She is not for us.
We need someone who is in touch with reality and in touch with a moral center. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is neither.
Welcome, everyone. Moments after the congresswoman took the stage, several protesters were thrown out of the town hall. Aqua police used tasers on 2 of them.
If you want to shout and chant, we will have you removed just like that man.
Once the town hall finally got underway, Representative Greene told those in attendance, our country is stronger in just the 3 months since President Donald Trump took office. She pointed to the economy, cutting of government waste, and securing the border, even mentioning Lake and Riley.
She lost her life to a criminal, an animal, a murderer that should have never been in our country.
Representative Greene
knows that getting rid of the deficit will require some tough decisions.
Here's a guy that was
pause that for a second.
On billions of dollars in programs.
Thank you. Rewind that.
I'm over in this corner. Listen to that. Could have just walked up. You already attacked. Yep.
This is a peaceful town hall. Now, this is a peaceful town hall, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, they tried.
This should not have to happen.
It has to happen because these people are insane. They're complete lunatics. Like, I don't know, man. Let me know what you think. These people are just. There's a part of me that has empathy. Like, they're so stupid, and they're watching MSNBC all day, where they're listening to Richard Madcow, who just got sued for $30 million for the fake uterus, the Dr. Uterus, Dr. Thieving Uterus. Yeah, she just cost MSNBC $30 million. Why are these people listening to her? Because for defamation. So it's just stupid, man. Like, they're too old to actually, or they're too old and lazy to actually look for independent sources of news. They just want to keep watching MSNBC like a bunch of boomers, like a bunch of lazy boomers. But let me know what you think, dude. All right, I'm out. Peace. Hope everybody has a good Easter and a good weekend.